Okay. I work a day. All right, let me get my charger. Oh, yo, I got toothpaste. I finally found like the last Walgreens that didn't close in San Francisco. Dude, the city's a fucking shithole, man. Look, I'm sure there's nice places. But by the Twitter office, finally, I booked a decent hotel tonight. You know, we're living civilized, and we're gonna do a stream for all the people who support me on Twitch. I'm here for you guys. Don't think I've forgotten, you know, Twitchies. Just because I'm, a superstar on Twitter now. Yeah, man. You know, when you can... Alright. Look, so I got my mobile set up, so I don't really know how I'm going to do this. Let's minimize this OBS. And now we're going to get the chat up here on my phone. Live. Hi. Okay, cool. We're going to pause that and we'll keep the chat up here. Yo. All right. So tonight we're going to be finagling a Finatra. Check out my shirt. It says Seasons Tweetings. Well, we found the Twitter merch, guys. We found the Twitter merch. So, okay. There's Finagle and there's Finatra. And, you know, I kind of know what these things are. But I think Finatra sits on top of Finagle. So Twitter open sourced all this stuff. There's Scala frameworks. Hang on, I gotta make sure my phone doesn't go to sleep. How do I do that? Sleep. Oh, you know what I should really do? I should get my iPad out and do second screen on that. That's what I should really do. Now you non-subscribers are going to be muted. All right, look, I mean, we got a low-quality stream here tonight. I'm sitting in a hotel chair. It's decently comfortable. Okay. Finatra builds on Twitter server and uses Finagle. So let's get started. You have to add a dependency. So do we have SBT? I think we might. No, we don't have SBT. Okay. How do I install SBT? Get SBT. Perfect. Mac. Oh, I can use SDK man. What is SDK man? Can everyone see the screen okay? No. Shrek on VHS. You are just banned. Congratulations. Ban. Wow, that was pretty brutal. We had to start our date with a ban, guys. I'm gonna stay in a hotel till we finish at Twitter. No. We're gonna live in an apartment. This is just where I am tonight. I wanted some civilization. You would understand what I meant if you were in this city. Okay. Brew install SBT. Let's go. Some SF culture. Yeah, culture, guys, culture. I don't know. Look, I'm so happy I left this city. It's stressful to be here. How do I make my phone not go to sleep? Wake? Tap to wake? Raise to wake? I search for sleep. Wow, these settings are hard to use. Well, good. We're waiting for SBT to compile too. SBT, who's that? It's wait. I literally don't know how to make the phone stay awake. That's right. There's no free speech in my. Oh, this is gonna take forever to download. Yeah, no, I'm an intern, guys. I'm an intern. So, I mean, this is no secret. Twitter is coded in Scala. You all saw my lacking Scala skills. Okay. So let's understand what these things are. It's an extensible RPC system. Let's see if we can get a Finatra talking to another Finatra. And that would be pretty cool. And then we'd be making good progress. Oh, go to settings, display brightness, auto lock. Thank you. It's called auto lock. Great. That's what I wasn't thinking of. Lock. Auto lock. Perfect. Auto lock never. Thank you. Thank you. Zedekio, you are the reason that we're not muting subscribers right now. Everyone can talk because of you. Okay, let's just make sure we're still. All right. We look okay. We got green down here. See, I like having my other screen over here. I really don't got my streaming set up here. If you guys were with me when I lived in New York, we had similar quality streams, so that's what we have right now. All right, we're done with the hat. We don't need the hat right now. We're good. Let's just we're looking good without the hat. Yeah, no, I wanted to be like hardcore for Twitter, so I shaved my head. I went to a barbershop. They shaved my head. List of Twitter bugs. Oh, this is awesome. Also, I want to really like everyone who contributed to my stuff on Twitter. Like thanks for helping out. Like, I'd love to just see these. One of my big things in life is like I don't like that there's like a divide between like consumers and companies, right? I kind of think it should be like a spectrum. And I would love to see like Twitter and something, not me, obviously, someone like officially at Twitter, you like at them with like a set of improvements and they're like, hey, we're working on this. This is going to be deprioritized. This is high priority. We expect this to come out in 3 months. I just think that'd be really cool to interact with companies like that instead of in like a PR kind of way. I'm getting paid $2,000 a week, so not enough to afford to stay at this hotel. A lot of companies do that with the docs on GitHub. Yeah. I mean, we really try to do that at Comma with our OpenPilot GitHub. You can go to... Sorry, we're waiting for SBT to install. I thought I installed this last time. Okay, good. We have SBT now. You can like file issues on OpenPilot here, and we talk about them. Oh, did I write a bug? That was my code. Yeah, I split logger D, used to also include the encoders. I split it into encoder D. Thank you for gifting subs, Hakobite. Do I want to work there full time? Let's. I'm happy I have an internship. I also find all the hate really weird. I find all the weird the news, all right, news, but dude, Twitter's cooler than the news, right? I'm a pretty normal intern. I told you guys what I'm working on. I'm working on liked by for search, so we could search likes. Some great teamwork getting rid of the pop-up. So now when you go to Twitter, when you go to Twitter search, and if we do a search for something like, why is this slow, man? Oh no, the internet's slow here. There was like a way to pay for premium internet. I probably should have done it. I hate when the hotels do this. Literally, why is this slow? Twitter interns died. Yeah, I didn't get any housing. Yo, where's my housing? So now you can use Twitter without getting. You see, still this pop-up. This pop-up still exists, but you can click not now and it won't come back. But the pop-up that you can't bypass is gone for 99% of people. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, we have SBT running. Great. Started SBT server, and we're in the RPC directory. Okay. Do I type that? You guys don't understand. I literally don't know how to use any of this tooling. IG with SPT. Not a valid key. Okay. I don't know what project and target are. Let's look up like SBT for idiots. Similarly with Maven. Okay, so you guys know what an HTTP server is. It's a HTTP server. Thrift was also used at Facebook. Thrift is not thrift stores, but thrift like RPC. It's a serialization format. I think it also includes RPC libraries, right? So, you know, Elon talks about the microservices at Twitter, and what a microservice is something where, you know, it responds to a bunch of RPCs. So, you know, this is Twitter's framework for doing that, and this is all open source. None of this is my personal laptop. None of this is any Twitter secrets. So before George is leaking Twitter secrets, this is all very public stuff. Okay. So with SBT, we do it like that. All right, let's see. SBT tutorial. You guys, like, I'm telling you, I know nothing about this stuff. SBT by example. All right. Start SBT shell. Why thrift over protobufs? Because this isn't Google. I don't really know, actually. So Facebook used this all back in the day too. It supports a lot of different languages, but I guess protobufs do too. Okay, so I think maybe what we should do is we should write a server in Finagle, and then we should talk to it from Python. So it's just not like copying and pasting stuff, and it's probably not that. See what I mean? Okay, we can run compile. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at the files here generated by SBT. Okay, none of this looks like anything. What is SBT? Let's start there. SBT is a builds tool for Scala, Java, and more. Then why does it have a REPL? Getting started with SBT uses a small number of concepts. It's highly recommended to read the Getting Started guide. Okay, we already installed it. We installed it on Mac OS. Great. SBT by example. Okay. Start the shell. We can exit the shell. We can compile a project. Okay. What if I click compile? Okay. Well, I don't think that actually did anything. Creating a source file. Okay. Then create hello.scala in these set of nested directories. Main. Oh, sorry. That's the one part of the screen you can't see. Let me think about how we want to do this. Oh, you can see it fine. I'll just shrink me a little more. Okay. Source main Scala example. Then create hello.scala. So my Scala's been improving slightly. By the way, and this is a challenge. This is an absolute challenge to anyone, you know, who all the haters out there, right? You know, we don't talk about the haters too much. We're gonna do this challenge to the haters, bro. If you want to challenge me, come live stream. Let's go. And you'll do this only if you're famous, right? I'm not gonna like, you know, like, oh, I have 500 followers and I want to live stream. If you have like 50K followers and you want to challenge me to a coding duel, it'll be like dueling pianos. I think we could set it up. I think it would be a whole lot of fun. You're so shocked, you know, see, but see, here's the thing about the haters. They don't really hate me. They don't have any idea who I am. They hate Elon and think for some reason look, guys, I'll tell you the truth. I had a 2-minute conversation with Elon. He told me, make search great. And I'm like, okay, what do you mean by that? It sucks, make it great. Okay. You know, and like, I'll do my best. Like, and that's, look, you know Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman? Mr. Peanut Butter just shows up and stumbles around and says yes to things, and he ends up in places. So, you know, I want to take some inspiration from Mr. Peanut Butter. People literally got mad that you could just ask for help. No, I mean, people think, well, that's the other thing too. Like, I got another, like, George, like, why are you an intern? You know, you think a 33-year-old man would be something more than an intern. Who the fuck cares, man? What? I'm trying to move up in some career ladder? Oh, you think he would at least be a PM by now? Oh, okay. So you know that's my quick response to the haters, and we're gonna focus on the code. Look, we just wrote Scala. It says println hello, And oh, well, we didn't put the auto compiler on, but we can do that with dash compile, I think, and then it'll automatically recompile. Okay, well, what? Oh, it's a twilde. It's a twiddle. It's not a dash. No, I'm a Twitter intern. Okay, press enter to interrupt or plus for more options. Okay, let's try. If we change it to hello world and then we save it. Oh, it recompiled. Okay, that's pretty nice. Now, how do we run it? Run your app. We can type run. Oh, that's cool. It like auto recompiles. All right, this is a decent workflow actually. All right, so this is hello world. All right, great. We're Scala geniuses. All right, so let's get Finatra up here. Now, let's first understand the difference between Finatra and Finagle. Finatra uses Finagle. Okay, that sounds good. Therefore, it is highly recommended that you familiarize yourself with those frameworks. Okay, so we have to understand what Twitter server and what Finagle are. No, and this is the real truth, guys. Never stop being curious about things. There's always more cool things to learn. I'm in okay spirits. San Francisco's bumming me out a little. This city bums me out a little. I miss Alex. I miss my lovely home. I miss my nice car. It's just, and then like I'm here, and it's just part of it kind of bums me out. But I don't know. I'm excited for the future. I think that there's like a much needed kind of cultural shakeup going on. I don't want to work remote. I'm not that kind of person, right? I like coming into the office. I like interacting with people. Otherwise, like you miss out on the experience, right? Like I feel really bad for the people who are like in college during COVID. 'Cause, what's college? College is hanging out with people. And it's just a side quest, man. Yeah, that's right. All right. Okay. Twitter server defines a template from which servers at Twitter are built. Or with SBT. Oh, library dependencies plus equal. All right, let's just throw a little server up here. This sounds fun. I don't know why what do I need Finatra on top of Finagle? Oh, an administrative HTTP server. Okay, I didn't realize this was public. Okay, this stuff's at Twitter too. So let's try, did this work? No. How do I put that in SBT? It's probably in one of these files. Maybe in sbt.json, I put it here? Or active.json? Okay, well, let's go back to the SBT documentation. If you're ever like, worried about asking dumb questions and embarrassing yourself. I mean, there are dumb questions, and I'm not saying there's not dumb questions. There are a lot of dumb questions, but you should never worry about looking dumb, right? Like, looking dumb is fine. Like, how other people perceive you doesn't matter. Wasting other people's time is different, right? If you like ask a lot of questions when you should be Googling, I mean, that's pretty bad of you. But like, oh no, people won't think I'm smart, dude. Think whatever you want about me, man. And the danger of doing anything other than think whatever you want about me is like, then you'll work really hard on an image instead of skills. And an image is very fragile. An image can be broken. Skills are not fragile at all. Skills will stay with you for life. Okay, so where was that great tutorial for SBT? I don't like not having my monitors. I have nice monitors at work, but I didn't want to stream at work. Learn. SBT by example. Okay, it was here. I don't know what here. Library dependencies. Okay. Library dependencies can be added in two ways. Managed dependencies are configured in the build definition. There's nothing to add to build SBT. Okay. Where's build SBT? Oh yeah, that's right. We don't use, let me switch this over to this. And let me download a plugin. No, not Docker, not Jupyter, not remote. We're going to download a plugin for Scala. Manage dependencies, library dependencies. Where do I write this? You can simply list your dependencies in the setting. But like, where do I put this? These are JSON files. Okay. Oh, touch build.sbt. Okay, I don't have a build.sbt. All right. So now I have a build.sbt. Now let's get Twitter server running. Okay, so I just put this in here. This is going to do something. Compile. Apply these changes by running reload. Okay, great. Cool. Compile. Oh, nice. It's fetching them. Well, that's a pretty nice dev environment, guys. Okay, so now we have hello world. Now we use Finagle. What, this uses Finagle? Oh, it uses Finagle, guys. Okay, Twitter server uses Finagle and Finatra uses Twitter server. Is there like a diagram of this somewhere? Object basic server extends Twitter server. I don't know, can I create a new... How does it know hello is what should run when I hit run? Running example.hello. Okay, can I put another object in here? No, I think we're gonna need to create a file called basic server, right? Extends Twitter server. Okay, we don't have a Twitter server. Okay. Let's make a file called basic server.scala. Here are our imports. Run. Not found Twitter server, but I imported Twitter server. I don't know. I probably didn't save that. Okay. Multiple main classes detected. Select one to run. Basic server. Running basic server. Okay. So 8888, let's see. Oh, pretty cool. Why does it just say hello? Oh, I see, because that's the server. Okay, we'll change this to say hello, Bob. Control C, run. Oh, we don't want this. Let's just get rid of hello, Scala. Or you know what? What if I just comment this out? Will that not complain anymore? Okay, good. Running basic server. No, we have to do compile. Can I do address is already in use? Oh, that's the oh, it has the admin interface on there. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't want to do anything that's secret to Twitter. I'm using all public libraries here. Failed to load class. Hello, Bob. Okay, good. So I think it's also bound to this port. Ah, yes. So I didn't know any of this was public. Oh, check it out, boys. Look at this. So this is called adminhttp, and it listens on 9999990. You know, a lot of times, whenever you're working with a company, their open source stuff's a lot higher quality than the internal stuff. And this is because companies like to put their best foot forward with open source, whereas internally, this is why at Comma, when something's crappy, we try to open source it or we try to sell it. Because, okay, cool. So great. This is a server that listens on 8888. Oh, this is a pretty nice framework. Okay. So this is server. I don't know why it didn't show up there. Let's see what those complaints were on the admin interface. Okay. Abort server health. Okay. Downstream clients. Okay. Wait, what? I control C'd it. Why is it still running? Is this still running? Oh, it's all still running. What a scam. Stop? Oh, shutting down SBT server. Okay, let's try again. Started SBT server. Okay, none of this is running. I have to do run for that. Let's just do compile. Okay, that's good. Run. Info running basic server. Well, it takes time to come up. We should be able to do quit server. Yes, quit. Okay, good. And then it quits. Okay, that's nice. Cool. We have a bit of a workflow here. If I do change this hello Bob to like hello Kenny, let's see if I ever hit run again, if it actually updates. Okay. Hello, Kenny. All right, Finatra builds on Twitter server and uses Finagle. Okay, we've familiarized ourselves with Twitter server. We have not familiarized ourselves with Finagle. Finagle is an extensible RPC system for the JVM used to construct high concurrency servers. Uniform client server APIs. All right, let's try a little finagling. Okay, this clearly includes Finagle. It just doesn't include Twitter server. Oh, so what if I just don't extend Twitter server? What if I just do this? Then I think I won't get the admin interface. Wait, I ran it, so let me shut it down using this. Miss, quit server, yes, go. Do I have to do compile? No, I think if I do run, it'll auto-compile it for me. Okay. Value not found on exit. There must be some Twitter server thing. No main class detected. How come this had a main class? I don't understand. Look, I'm literally an intern to make search better. Are they gonna get rid of microservices? I don't know. That's all above my pay grade, guys. I'm just trying to be more useful, you know. The last thing I ever want to do is like be in a leadership position or have to manage anybody. Like this is what yeah. That and supply chain management to upset me. I'm here to mess around with this stuff, and I'm here to hopefully get some cool things shipped if we can. Okay, no main class detected. Why? I have a main class. I don't understand. What if I uncomment this one? Like, can I use this main class again? Okay, how does that work, but this doesn't? What's wrong with basic server? Well, I copy and pasted this code, and whenever you copy and paste, you don't learn. So let's start with that. Okay. Var server, await ready server. By the way, cool thing about Scala is you don't have to write the word return. It just returns the last thing in the function. Okay, so we have to create this thing called service. We need request, response, and status. We need await and future. I wonder what await and future do. And then we need HTTP and service too. All right, let's try that. Let's comment this out so it's not accidentally loading any of this. Okay, this is the hello service. Great. So this is, because I'm not running Twitter server, I think I'm not going to have the admin interface now. I don't have the admin interface, but I think I should still have this. Okay, good. Hello, Mr. Kenny. Does Control-C work? No, Control-C doesn't actually kill it. SBT kill run. How to kill a running command in SBT. Don't know. So I've never seen this SBT thing before. Let me check if this is. So there's definitely some pants. Pants is Twitter's custom build system. Okay, good. There's stuff about this. Yeah. They've migrated from pants to bazel, which is much nicer. I should watch this actually.
Export the dependencies.
Like it's cool to like understand. A lot of times you see a decision, but sometimes you can't figure out from that decision like why it was made, and it's really useful. So yeah, it seems like in like 2020 they did a big migration from their custom build system pants to bazel, which is public. Skip the REPL, just do SBT run. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, that's not a bad idea. All right, so I'm expecting it to say hello, Mr. Kenny, but then I have to wait for stupid SBT to start up. Okay, hello, Mr. Kenny. Great. You know, a lot of times how quickly you can kill and restart your thing. Okay, so just Finagle is this HTTP server. I think Finagle also supports thrift. Now, I do not know what Finatra is. Finatra seems to build on top of both of these and provide something else. So when we add Twitter server, we get that admin interface on 9090, but we don't have the admin interface now. That's cool that Twitter open sourced this. There's some actually good stuff here. What do the features... Oh, yo, we should go through these tutorials, man. I don't understand. You know, they don't... Okay. All I'm saying is this is a lot more useful than some of the stuff I've read. Again, usually companies' open source stuff is much better than their closed source stuff. Okay. So this is Twitter server. This is Finagle. Okay. Finagle builds an HTTP server. Does Finagle also do thrift? Or is that just Finatra? Minimal HTTP server. Com Twitter Finagle HTTP. Current programming with futures. Alright, so it seems like the thrift stuff is just in Finatra. Sonatype. What is this? Finagle just looks to be HTTP, or I don't know. An extensible RPC system. Implements uniform client and server API. See, this is when things get Java-y. I should do a stream where we just go through all the Apache projects and make fun of their non-committal language. Your server is a function. Oh, here we go. It's still pretty cool, actually. And do any other companies use this? Or is this stuff all specific to Twitter? Like Go built seemingly a lot of this. Like Go's HTTP server is incredibly good. They built in one in Go. Scala is good. Okay, we like Scala. Com Twitter server. All right, let's start with just this one. Com Twitter Finatra HTTP server. Okay, that probably still works, right? I don't think I broke anything. We're downloading Finagle, guys. What is this, NPM? All right, so let's see. All right, Mr. Kenny's still working, but actually we don't extend Twitter server anymore, so we don't have anything there. Finatra builds on Twitter server and Finagle. Test dependencies. All right, getting started, great. Finatra basics. At a high level, you can think of your Finatra app as a server container. The container has lifecycle and state. The state includes flags and modules, which can help to create an injector that provides access to an object graph. All right, guys, just think of your Finatra app as a container, okay? That's it. It's just a container, man. This container has a life cycle, right? So like think about it like it's like a carton of milk, right? It's a container, and it has a life cycle because it's got an expiration date, and inside it is some milk, right? This milk includes curdles and no, my analogy broke. Flags and modules, which help to create an injector that can provide access to an object graph. Oh, God. Does this make sense to people? Like React. God, another thing I don't know. You know, I met some guy in this coffee shop. He was like, bro, React sucks. You should just use Svelte. This is I heard the new hotness. No, guys, like I'm terribly shit at React. I've heard Svelte is good. No, guys. You know what? And then I was like, I was talking to Alex, and I was like, Alex, we need to get rid of React at comma. We need to move to something else. The React is the only part of the comma code base that like I can't do anything with. Like I just, I mean, okay, fine. I'm not that, like you saw me do React. You saw me do React on one of these streams. So I'm not that bad. Svelte is vanilla.js. That's what I'm talking about. Where's my jQuery shit, man? Try Angular. Move to anything except Angular. Ugh. Is this what React is too? It includes flags and modules to create an injector that provides access to an object graph. See, like no one writes like you read like a Go library and they don't talk like this. There's something about like these Java people who like to talk like this. Reject modernity, return to PHP and jQuery, man. You know what? When I started getting laid, we were using PHP and jQuery, and I'm a shill for that forever. Everything is vanilla.js. I like that take. All Java people are broken. Wow. No, I'm not back in Jersey. React has won. No, we will fight back. The Svelte army will fight back. All right, we'll do some Svelte in another stream. All right. Flags are constructs that allow your container to help and parse command line input in a type-safe manner. Hang on, let me get back to the. Spicy chat now that I brought up front end. Okay, all right, guys, we can't get distracted here. You're getting me distracted. React is wonderful. I'm an idiot, and React is a wonderful framework. That's the truth. All right. All right. How do we next? Understanding the code base. Finagle is divided into 3 main parts: inject, HTTP, and thrift. Framework contains all the base functionality. You know what's a nice front-end library? Qt. You ever use Qt? Qt is nice, it's fast, simple to read. React now has server components. I use this. There's this library in Kira it's called meteor.js. I don't really think it's a thing anymore. Let's see if it's still a thing. Oh, it became a platform. Is meteor.js still relevant? Yeah, I used this in Kira, and then I replaced all of meteor.js with, where is it? Fakemeteor.js. Yeah, I replaced everything that Meteor was basically doing with this, and it ran 10 times faster. One of the kids at the, it's called millionjs. Yeah, millionjs. I don't know if it's any good. This kid from Hack Days wrote it. But I like that it's small. You all do front end? Is that what everyone here does? Bunjs. Tell me more about bun. Am I broken or are the frameworks broken? Yo, I just love all this shit though, you know? I love computers, man. This shit is written in Zig. No, not Zig. Please, no Zig. Someone should just, could we just make Python fast and just use Python? Oh my God, but then this brings me back to like Django. Oh, you write Scala for work. All right, we got some Scala geniuses in here. Great. All right. So you can mock my high quality Scala. I don't even really understand this syntax. Maybe I should like understand this syntax, right? All right. So this syntax I understand. All right. Okay. Twitter util await. Are there docs for this? Wonderful reusable code from Twitter. Check the Scala doc. All right, let's check the Scala doc. Twitter util await. Synchronously await the result of some action by blocking the current thread. What if I don't do that? If I get rid of await, right? This is how they test DNA. You know, you just like knock out one thing and you see what happens. I feel like SBT is like SBF's long lost brother, you know? Yeah, the documentation does look nice, actually. Okay, so it just finishes. It just exits if I do that. Create the server, and then we await the server. All right, so what is this syntax? Can you Scala geniuses tell me? New service, request, response. Okay, then this is defining a function called apply. This is an implicit return, a future value. We create a class called response. We put in the version of the request. We put in status OK. Let's just do this. That's going to print 200, right? If I did it right, oh, we got to put the await back in. Wait for server. Oh, dump SBT for mill. All right. SBT versus mill. Oh, how many people here have taken the plunge with mill? I've been a long time SBT user and finally took the plunge with mill. The result has been pretty good so far. Very fast. Incredibly flexible. Relatively simple. Sometimes it caches too much. Mill is a new build tool for Scala. It's typing the service. This is a type signature. Oh, it's like in C. If I do like, it's like that. It's a specialization. Like that. I accept that these are types. Oh, by the way, did it print? Let's see if it printed anything. We should probably get some command line. Oh, status 200. Okay, good. And I like that I can print ln anything, and it's not like that's not a string. You can only print ln strings. Can you ask GitHub Copilot to explain it? There is. I did hear about this. This like explain code kind of thing. Okay, Scala type specialization. Or maybe we should look at that Twitter Scala tutorial. Scala's cool. Okay, good. Yeah. So this makes sense. So it's just like type. It's called specialization in C++, I think. I don't really know what it's called, but it's that. I got hired by Twitter. I am a 12-week intern at Twitter. I think if you want to be hired full-time, you have to know Scala. So you start with an internship. And then if you get good at Scala by the end of your internship, you get a full-time job. I had a 2-minute conversation. I'm not going to answer this again. I had a 2-minute conversation with Elon where he told me fix search. I said that I wanted to work on improving developer experience, and he's like, no, fix search. I'm like, okay. Oh, and I did, yeah. No, I agree. This place is fucked, man. San Francisco's fucked. How's it going? I've been here a week. Like, hopefully I can, like, get something little shipped next week. I want to get that liked by thing shipped, and then we can see what's next. Morale's pretty good, actually. I don't know. Again, people think that, like, the media is just liars, man. They're all just straight up like, it's burning. It's like, it's not. It's kind of normal. Yeah. Yeah, some of the ML people are cool. No, you feel sub only coming. Should we do sub only? All right, we got to do sub only. We got to do sub only. Elon's a banned topic. Guys, I'm doing a normal internship, and like I'm trying to learn this stuff, and I'm trying to kind of learn it fast. Like, oh, what's Scrooge? Oh, Scrooge generates the bindings. Okay, great. All right, this is all used at Twitter as well. All right, let's stand up a Finagle server. A future iFace. Oh, is deprecated. Oh, this is useful. This is so useful. Okay, good. Okay. Finagle integration. You can generate. Oh, this is for Scrooge. That's Finagle, not Finatra. Okay, Finatra basics. Okay. Scala services framework. User guide. Twitter server basics. Like, we know about Twitter server. Twitter server is great. Twitter server can start a HTTP admin interface. Finagle support is meant to be used in conjunction with Finagle clients and is a Finagle server. Thus, it is expected that you will be using Scrooge to generate Finagle thrift bindings. To build Scrooge, use SBT. SBT users need this. Okay, if I just like do that, does that do anything? It shouldn't, right? Just like creates a variable. I don't know how this build SBT, what this like syntax looks like, but it's just a variable. No, so it didn't download that stuff, but I think I have to like include Scrooge core. Oh, this is like, I understand. This syntax means like get it from like the package com Twitter or something. Here, group ID, artifact ID. Okay, I see. Okay, creating a server. Let's create a server. Class server impl extends binary service method per endpoint. Provide an implementation. What is this doing for me that I can't already do with Finatra? Why am I in Scrooge documentation now? The serialization is still CPU heavy. Yeah, this is why we use Cap and Proto at Comma. Cap and Proto is 0 copy. It's really nice. If you want stuff to be fast. But then the Python library, PyCap and P, is terrible. And like multiple people at Comma have tried to write a new version of it, and they all fail at some point. But yeah, we still waste a good bit of OpenPilot CPU on PyCap and P. Okay. User guide. Introduction to logging. Thrift server. Thrift server definition. Okay, this looks good. Or maybe we should start, let's start with an HTTP server. HTTP server definition. Oh, okay, this looks good. Okay, let's start here. Create a new class which extends CT, com Twitter, Finatra, HTTP server. Object example server main extends example server. What is this? Deal with Scrooge later. We're not doing any thrift yet. We're still in HTTP land. All right, so this is just the example server object. I don't understand this syntax. I didn't have that before, right? Great. Lots of errors were thrown. It doesn't seem like I need that. Oh, this is a class. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is creating an object. Because HTTP server is a class, why can't I just say, if that other one was doing extending, the Twitter service example, Twitter server example. Extends Twitter server. So how come I can't say, I don't understand why I can't say object example server main extends HTTP server. Like, why do I need this level of indirection? But I guess I don't really understand. Oh, okay. A more complete module involves adding, where's example controller? I bet that's not there. I have to like write that, right? All right. Well, this is supposed to return unit anyway, so let's see what the bug is. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, will I make more money from Twitter or will I make more money from Twitch? No, I don't make that much from Twitch. Okay, exception thrown in main on startup. Let's see why. Unable to load a cache item. What's a cache item? Let's Google this. Why am I in com Google? Oh no, do I have the wrong version of Java? Oh no. Oh, that'd be a nightmare. Wait. Can we just, is this a meme right now? Java illegal lang exception. Homebrew Java. Which Java version do I need? Why do I even have any Java? I literally copy and pasted the example code. Like, unless I did it wrong. We also recommend using logback. Isn't this the library that had all those bugs? Isn't this like that 0 day on the internet? No, this is a meme, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Java lang illegal static log for J. Yeah, it was log for J. That was it. Not SLF for J. It does on, okay. Which version of Java should I be using? Does it tell me? Unable to load cache item. Does anyone know? We got some Scala geniuses in here, right? Object creation impossible, since method configure HTTP server is not defined. Okay, so you do need to define a configure HTTP. Maybe there's a chance that I actually just need to put something in there. It returns unit though, but Public example server, create flag. I don't know, do I need this? No, that's Java. I'm sure I can't put 3 question marks there. Example module. How do I get my... Okay, we want to add the following controller. Oh, do I have to name this correctly? Is it like Java like that? Okay, well, let's create example controller. And then here. Great. Oh, okay, this is looking good. We'll see if we have the wrong Java in a minute. Okay, seek do everything module. What's the do everything module? Import example service. Where's example service? Oh, I don't think I need that. Inject example service. Okay. Let's just get rid of that. We don't need that. This should be valid, right? If I just say class example controller, extends controller, and let's just implement ping. Okay, so now we have a example controller being added to the router. Let's go. Gotta use mill. It sounds like it'll be faster. Okay, we don't have example controller even though I imported it. I created it there. Is there a reason that it's not being built? Import example controller. Do I have to say like example.example controller? Oh, maybe because it's not part of package example. Okay, it's not a member of package example. Okay. Put package example up there. Okay, now it's part of the same package, so it should import okay. Guys, I need to go to boot camp. All right. Is it running? No! Exception thrown in main on startup. Okay, it's the same unable to load cache item crap. I forgot saving the file? What are you talking about? I saved the file. Okay, now I saved all the files. No, same error. I think we really... Oh. You've added to Maven Ops. Java version. If it's not Java 11... Java 11 Homebrew. Using Homebrew to install Java 11. Brew install Java 11? We have Java 11, it's just not the one that's being chosen. Homebrew, select default Java. The cleanest way is to use Homebrew. JEnv. Oh, that's JEnv. Okay, let's install JEnv. Brew install JEnv. Looks like it's when it's loading the modules. Yeah, maybe. Okay. JEnv version. System. System. Great. Then you can install Java versions like this. Brew search Java. Okay. Oh, I have to add them to my JEnv? Which Java? User bin Java. Oh. Okay. This can't be right. Changing Java version on Mac. System Java remained untouched. Okay, we have to export Java home. Is this Java home here? How is that? Oh, maybe I link it? Brew link? Open JDK 19. Okay, let's try brew link open JDK 11. Okay, okay. This one has open JDK 11. Okay, let's try it in here. SBT run. Copying runtime jar. Oh, we're gonna have to like install it all for. I don't really know how this stuff works. I know so little about Java. But okay, so this kind of makes sense. Like we're creating this server, and then the server has the controller, and the controller has methods on it. So when I go to /ping, it should give me the word pong. Okay, expected dot. Do I have to do example controller? Do they have environment variables on Mac? Yeah, it's the same. Example controller is permanently definition. Oh, do I not even need to import it because it's already in the same package? There's some chance that's true. We can try commenting it out. You know, guys, it's always better to write less code. All right. Working? Is it running? Let's see if my great server is running. Did I give it a port? I did not. There's some way to get like debug here too. Oh, Sinatra. Is this what this is? Oh, great. Their HTTPS doesn't work. That's a website I trust with my business. Help? No. I think it's working. Maybe. What port is it on? Oh, I should have checked for 9090. There's a chance it's up on here. Oh, sweet. Okay. Listening servers. HTTP on 8888. All right, let's go. Ping. Oh my God, guys, we are Java geniuses. We're Java geniuses. Oh. Alright, and if any famous programmer or famous computer person would like to take me up on my challenge, I think we have to pick something that we both don't know. Like we pick like some language we both don't know, some framework we both don't know, and then we see who can accomplish a task first in that framework. Yeah, we did Java. Yo, we did Java, everybody. Alright. Should we make post work? Oh, we can add another thing to get name. Right, it's always Kenny. All right, so now when we run it, all right, and good to know it doesn't work with Java 19. You need Java 11. All right, so I think that what we're going to do for this stream is we're going to stand up a thrift server, and we're going to get that thrift server talking between Scala and Python, and we're going to call that a day. Does that sound good? Let's open it up to non-subscribers for a little bit. Even though Evil D Raven, I see you're just subscribed, so you can always still talk because you're a subscriber and you're a good person. All right, Kenny. All right, good. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get a thrift service stood up, and then we're going to talk to the thrift service from Python, and that's going to be today's stream. You almost subbed to help me with my Java problem. Did you know that you couldn't do that in Java 19? I'm a Twitter intern for the next 12 weeks. So I have like another week to become good at this. And if I'm not good at this, grateful for your help. Guys, I didn't do anything, right? Like, I hate this. Like, you see some stupid media like, oh, yo, genius hacker brought in to fix Twitter in 12 weeks. What the fuck am I going to do in 12 weeks? Right? Like, I got an internship. Okay? And I really, like, I hate this shit where it's like, I'm some kind of wizard or something. I'm not. I'm a good programmer, but I'm not a wizard, right? I'm not going to, like, you can't fix an organization of 7,500 people in 12 weeks. I can do what I can, right? And I can try to help, and I can, you know. Wait, hang on. Ah, you are at the hotel I'm at. That's where I stayed. Be careful. The folks outside the hotel sometimes pull their pants down and pee in the street. My friend just sent me on Signal. Gotta watch out, man. Bro, no, this city is, I don't know if anyone lives here. I really don't. This is the most unbearable part of these 12 weeks. You have to pee in the street to blend in. All right, I like that. Good point, man. It's my dad's advice. You know, my dad's advice is always, look, you want to walk through a sketch area, just dress worse than those people, and they'll leave you alone. Pay millions to live in the slums. San Francisco. Okay. So we have to stand up a thrift server. Let's find the thrift server. Thrift server. Scrooge and Finagle. Okay, we're going to have to use Scrooge. All right, using Scrooge. To build Scrooge, use SBT. SBT publish local. For some reason, I don't think that's going to work unless that's a command. We should figure out what that does. Oh, no. No, it's publishing it to Maven. No, don't do that. We should try that. Fine, never mind. This will currently not build and publish the Scrooge SBT plugin. Creating a server. Scrooge generates a service per endpoint, which is a trait defining a service for each thrift method. Okay. So this is my thrift IDL here. I don't actually want it to be binary fetch blob. Let's create some new thrift IDL. Oh, there's also, well, I'll have to see if that's public. Okay. Generate Finagle binding code. How do I use Scrooge? Scrooge is a general purpose. To start, clone. No, you can't make me. No, I don't have to clone this. No, please don't make me do that. This requires having the Scrooge project available locally. All right, we did build local. Published to IV2. No dates for my LinkedIn yet. LinkedIn is not the best website for dating. That's why I moved to Instagram and got a blue check. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm at George Hotz. So make sure you follow me. That's where the dating opportunity is. It's not on LinkedIn, unfortunately. All right. Are we really going to do this? Let's say. Now we have Scrooge. Working off the master branch. We'll ensure that you're using the latest released version of Scrooge. Okay, that's not usually what I know, man. LinkedIn is just not where the women are looking to date. No, but like, man. This is a George Watsky line. Let's not die before I get to fuck a robot, you know? Path master. Oh, don't tell me they went main. Develop. Great. Okay. There's only one. Oh, there are multiple branches. There's release. Maybe release. Oh, don't tell me they changed it from master and then didn't update. That's offensive. I'm offended by that. Okay. Let's get command line help. Oh, no SBT. Oh, there's an SBT here. Okay. What does that do? Why am I running sketchy code that I downloaded from Twitter? Java, eh? All right. The Scrooge generator is responsible for converting thrift IDL files into generated code. Okay. To generate. Let's create a thrift file, first of all. A thrift example. Thrift by example. I will generate a simple multiplication service. Okay, where's the IDL for this? Of course they made it more complicated. Oh, here we go. No, let's create a new folder called thrift. And let's call this multiply.idl. Okay, we're going to implement this multiplication service. We can use typedef to get pretty names. Yeah, what's wrong with I32? What, you didn't think that was pretty? That's racist. All right, good. I don't think I can do thrift gen Scala because I don't think thrift supports Scala, does it? By the way, we got to use Scrooge. Thrift supports a variety of languages, but not Scala. Okay, great. So that looks like a nice multiplication service, and we're going to have to implement the multiply. And we're going to call it from Python, and we're going to speedily multiply numbers in Java from Python, right? Ready? It's going to compute great things like 2 times 3 and 3 times 7. But not really big numbers because they're I32s. Okay, so as soon as this finishes, we should be able to generate source with content written to the current directory. Generate source with content written to a specific directory using extra include paths. I don't know, we'll just try this and see what we get. All right, it's downloading Maven. Something hard times like 7 times 8. You're a Prime subscriber. I will take your suggestion under advisement once we get to that point, if we get to that point. All right. Defining thrift controllers. let's define a thrift controller. See, my controller is way more sophisticated than theirs. Okay, call it example thrift controller dot Scala. We'll start out with package example. That looks useful. We don't need a service. What do I need a service for? Distance controller. What do I need a service for? I don't understand this. Oh, multiplication service. Okay. How do I get Scrooge to generate this? Provides a DSL. Given the following thrift IDL. Okay, this looks good. We don't have to worry about error handling. There'll be no errors. We just won't write errors. Sounds good. It's definitely not going to throw any errors. Example RB. We don't need a RB. Fuck Ruby, man. Okay, good. All right. Dest. Write code to a folder. //thrift. Is that right? Thrift. Oh, I spelled multiply wrong. We should fix that. Multiply.idl. Whoops. Oh, I missed my nice keyboard. Thrift. /thrift/ multiply IDL. End quote. All right, we're going to see if we get stuff here in thrift. Let's see what we get. So this looks like it like generates, okay, com. Oh, com, Twitter, example, thrift, Scala. Okay, we actually probably want to not put that there then. Probably want to put that, let's just do it right. Can delete that. That's going to create this there. This is an example thrift controller. Okay. Com Twitter. Example thrift Scala multiplication service.scala. Okay, great. Now we're importing that, which is right. All right, controller extends multiplication service. What's a filter? We don't need a filter. We don't care about that. That sounds stupid. Okay, they made a function called add1. Our function's called multiply. So args equals multiply. Future, what did I call them? N1 and N2. args.n1 times args n2. Okay, cool. This is our example thrift controller. Let's stand up a thrift server. It's an example controller. Example server extends HTTP server. Which one of these was I actually using? Stuff in hello, I guess. Okay, this is Finatra HTTP server. Okay, let's get rid of that. We shouldn't even need that import. I think that import's stupid. Because we're all part of the same package, guys. We're like family. Alright. I implement the following thrift controller. Okay. No. Add the controller to the server. Okay, good. Example server extends thrift server, which I assume is something like this. That's good. Now we're gonna override def router. All right. Oh, we need a thrift router too. Let's assume it's the same. Oh, don't do that again. It's not what I needed. FPT run. Did I do it right? Oh no, we're gonna have to tell it that we have an object. Because otherwise it's gonna be like, I don't have a main to run. Object is not a member of com package Twitter, but it is. I see it right there, don't you? Object example. I probably need to like specify that in the build file somehow. I don't know how to do that. All right. Object thrift is not a message of com Twitter Finatra. That's not good. Finatra thrift controller. What? Yeah, the controller to the server? But this is right, is it not? Yeah, thrift server routing thrift router. Okay, that's right. Oh, I probably didn't. Ah, we have Finatra HTTP server. We're gonna need a Finatra thrift server over here, and that doesn't do anything. You have to manually check out Scrooge, probably because I just didn't read the documentation right. Thank you, real Jerome Powell. Copying code from examples, bro. That's all. Wait, what? That's not even right. Is it because I don't have the right version? Not Scrooge, Finagle server. Where is this? Finatra thrift server? Is that not right? Oh, just Finatra thrift. Get rid of the server. I also recommend using logback. Nope, well, I don't care what we recommend. We're not going to do that. The Neo-Luddites are out there watching DVDs, bro. Okay, object HTTP is not a member of shit. Okay, well, this is junk. Okay, let's create a new folder called junk. How do I like say it's junk and I don't need it? Is there a way to like tell it not to build this? I guess I don't really know, but that should work. Okay, now we're back to object as an example is not a member of com Twitter. And it's for some reason that's not... I don't understand though, because I didn't specify anything about source main. Oh, maybe I need to put it in source. Let's try that. mvcom source. Is that right? No, object example is not a member of com package com Twitter. I don't understand. Do I have to put it in main? Oh, so maybe source main Scala? Now it's in the same place example is. Come on, work. Oh, okay. Requires, com, Twitter, Finagle. Okay, that seems more fixable at least. Com, Twitter example, thrift Scala, multiplication service. Okay. Required, Finagle generated thrift service. All right, well, this is better, I think. Defining thrift controllers. Here we go. Oh, is this like because I have to like tell it it's like part of that or something? Required generated thrift service. Example service, service multiplication service. First, let's fix Scrooge. We're gonna put it in / source main Scala. Right, so that's my compile. Do I have to add these? Maybe I have to add these. This stuff all seems stupid. No, never mind. I don't want any of this. I don't understand. Oh, maybe I have to add this namespace Java thing? No, that shouldn't matter either. Faded ASF, and I swear you can't be typing shit. That's real. All right, we gotta go back to sub only. Wait, is there a Java genius who can tell me why this is the wrong type? Okay. Found this. Well, this is already a problem because there's nothing called multiply there. Where did this get add 1 from? Example thrift controller. Where does that even get that from? I don't understand. Example service. I want to write all my code inside one controller class. I don't understand. This should be right. Finatra thrift controller. Okay, and then I extend it with that. Extends controller, example service. Okay. Scrooge generates a generated thrift service, which should be what I want. Why didn't Scrooge do what I wanted? Stupid Scrooge. Object multiplication service. What? Does someone want to help me? Does someone know what to do? All right, let's read the Scrooge documentation because we might have done that wrong. Finagle. Oh, we might have to like pass like Finagle. I think we have to pass Finagle. I think I saw something about that. No, let's just run Scrooge help. I think I can pass Finagle to this because Scrooge might just be a very generic thing unless I tell it it's specifically for Finagle. Yeah, generate Finagle classes. There we go. We got a Finagle Dingleberry. Let's go. All right, so this should generate something different. We'll add this here. I should probably add this here. Doesn't matter. Oh, look, now we generated lots of crap. Oh, love it. Oh, love that boilerplate, boys. Love it. All right, let's see if this builds now. Okay, good. Now it's only complaining about multiply. We should be able to find that. Multiply and example thrift Scala. Is there something called multiply in here? Self.multiply. How does that get add 1? Got Scrooged. The Zuck haircut always comes back, right? I mean, I gotta look hardcore. I gotta look like I belong at a social network, you know? I don't understand though. Where's that getting imported from? Oh, we should probably add a println in here. Say trying to multiply. Can I put commas? Does this work? Let's see. Let's just try that. Or is it multiplication service dot multiply? Wait, no, this should actually just work. I don't get it. Did I spell multiply wrong? No. Because it should just be an extension of that. Yeah, object multiply is not a member. Okay, it should just be an extension of that, and it should work because I'm importing it, right? Like I'm importing multiplication service. Not found. Value multiply. It's not a value, it's a type. I didn't spell it wrong, did I? This is in here, right? Okay. Methods. Self.multiply. Do I have to say self dot? How come this one didn't? Legacy style. We don't want anything legacy style. Scrooge response and request wrappers. Oh, I don't have that with FN. Do I need with FN? No. Oh, does this filter stuff matter? I think it matters. Non-subscribers, do you have any ideas? Why is multiply not showing up? I see it here. Extends controller multiplication service, which should be right. Don't say hi, you answer my question. Or the naming, how is this not deliberately obtuse? Well, it is deliberately obtuse, right? Otherwise, who would employ all the Java programmers of the world? No, none of this has felt deliberately obtuse so far. This has actually all been pretty clean. Like, these sort of frameworks are very, they're very opinionated about like how you use them. Oh, maybe it's because I'm capitalizing it and shouldn't be. Or maybe, let's try this. If I capitalize M there. Let's rerun the Scrooge generator. And even though it's not capitalized here and it just becomes capitalized there, there's a chance that's a typo or something. No luck. Okay, self.multiply. Let's try multiplication service.multiply. Maybe there's like a using namespace somewhere that's, I don't know where it is. Extends controller example service. Just handle without, oh no, okay, that fixed it. Great. I mean, that's weird. I don't really understand that. Okay, whatever, it's running now. Great. Is thrift web Finatra? Is there a way to call the thrift server from the web? Well, let's see if first off this is up. Okay, great. We have a listening server off thrift. Cool. All right, we're getting there. Now let's just see if we can use some Python to talk to it. Oh, who's excited to code Python? Let's go. Python. Call multiply Okay. Python thrift. What port is this on? Okay. So thrift is on 9999. Python tutorial thrift. Oh, great. All right. Let's. Oh, do I have thrift? I don't have thrift. Brew thrift. Do I have thrift? Brew install thrift. Oh, it even looks complicated in Python. No, we're coding the client in Python, guys. I'm not trying to avoid Scala, I swear. No. We've written our Scala. This should multiply. All right, thrift. Does that work? Help. What does -r do? Thrift --gen pi / thrift multiply idl. All right, gen pi, great. Oh, you gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. From tutorial import calculator. From multiplication service import multiply. Wait, why is that complaining? Oh, import could not be resolved. Oh, let's see if it works. Let's throw a shebang on there. List index out of range. Great. Can you do that? No module name multiplication service. Oh, from multiply.multiplication service? Import multiply? No module name thrift. Okay, that's fine. Pip reinstall thrift. Shit's recirculating. Let's get to the bottom of it. Cannot import name multiply. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, here we go. Client. I don't know what calculator is. Oh, from multiply, import multiplication service. Easy. Easy. Great. We don't need main. All right, we need a transport. It's on 9999. We need a T-socket. Why can't you find thrift? Buffering is critical. Raw sockets are very slow. All right, well, good to know. We want to multiply to be fast, right? Wrap it in a protocol. Create a client to use the protocol. Okay. Protocol, thanks. All right, let's connect. And then, I don't know if ping works. It's gonna work. Because I didn't implement ping. Ping might be part of the, might be like, you don't have ping. Okay, good, you don't have ping. Let's try. Client dot multiply. That's capitalized. Oh, that's disgusting. All right, what did you guys want to try? 7 times 8? No, we gotta start with something easier. Let's try 2 times 3. Ret. 2 times 3. Okay, you know what? Let's write good code, guys. We're gonna write high quality code. We're gonna parameterize them here. Okay. T-socket read of 0 bytes. Well, can't win them all. Transport open. Wait, uh-oh. What if this is a Finagle thrift and it doesn't work with a normal thrift? That would be a tragedy. No, what if we get rid of this buffer transport? I knew I didn't trust it. T-socket read of 0 bytes. How am I going to debug any of this? Okay, there's got to be some way to do debugging. So it wasn't even trying to multiply. So it's not even getting a call. Now this should work. Key socket read of 0 bytes. Okay. Finagle thrift. I mean, this is normal thrift, right? Thrift facilitates scalable RPCs. Okay, using Finagle thrift. Use our own open source generator. Okay, maybe we do need those filters after all. Maybe that filter stuff mattered that I just didn't care about. Okay, filter type agnostic. With FN, try the ping example. No, what do you mean? I don't have ping. No, it should say trying to multiply if it was actually getting hit. It's not getting hit yet. You can see the options here. Sorry, I can't click that. Many mangoes. Look, there's just a lot of angry people in the world, and you know, all you gotta do is just be positive, man, and like, don't let them bring you down, man. Check your socket open line. No, I don't think so. It seems right. Okay, we need debugging. Let's figure out how to enable debugging. Oh, maybe we can see some stuff in Twitter server. Let's go to the admin interface and see if we see anything. Okay, tsocket read 0 bytes. Import logging? No, the port's definitely right. Here. No. No. Thrift. I don't know. We want to add a time sleep before we actually call the thing and it crashes? Self-receive multiplies where it breaks. It's not connected or something. So how come I don't see it in downstream clients? Can Finatras only listen to other Finatras? Like, that would be the real tragedy if this, like, adds something to thrift. He added logging to the server side. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's a good point. I should just Google this. Why have I not just Googled that yet? No, but that's not logging. Okay, Finatra logging. Okay. Great. Oh, I think there might just be like args I can pass to this. No, that's not what I want. How do I pass arguments to this? This is SBT log level, though. That's not what I want. SBT run command arguments. do I pass command line parameters? Oh, I put it in quotes like this. That's ridiculous that if that's what it is. This should tell me maybe how to turn on debugging. Okay, good. Look at all this debugging we got. All right. Log append. Log level equals debug. Thrift server name. Socks proxy. No, that didn't work. Error passing flag log level. Error bad log level debug. Okay, great. Do not like that. SBT verbose debug? No, that's not it. Okay, well, we at least know how to pass. So if there, we figure out how to do. Thrift server. Okay. We might just need, the problem might be that we need that filter thing. It might actually do something that I don't understand. Add filter. I don't understand though. No filter should just be better than any filter, right? Per method stats. No. Okay, should we try to, something we can try to do is we can try to write the clients. Okay. We can try to write a client in Scala and see if the Scala client works. Thrift server warm up. Warm up, what? Okay, we did add it to the router, right? Yeah, router add example thrift controller. Oh, do we need the do everything module? What is this? Oh, that's probably unrelated. Okay, handle multiplication service, arguments. Former Twitter employee here. Do you know how to make this work? Just SBT JVM debug. You're running commands of what? Handle.with function. No, I don't think it's that. I mean, the with function. Okay, we might be able to get further with the with function. I can definitely write that. Let's give that a try. You guys, you want to know what they're really all angry about? I'll tell you what they're really all angry about, but shh, don't tell anybody, okay? So, it turns out that 80% of people in most jobs are useless, and we can get rid of all of them. And not only would the world run the same, it would actually run better. But imagine you're in that 80%. Can you guys hear me? That's the real truth about what they're angry about. No, you can't just go to Twitter and be intern. No. No, you have to be at least level 7 by now. Haven't you been to levels.fyi? I've been spending my whole life caring about my TC, and then I ask other people what their TC is on Team Blind. No. Stay woke. Right. I mean, would it collapse the economy? Look, hey, also, by the way, guys, I'm not Elon Musk. I'm here eating the popcorn just like y'all, man. This is... Elon has provided the world with a gift. Like, this is the most entertaining shit since, like, SBF stole billions of dollars. But this is actually useful. Maybe. You were... Oh my god, the day in the life of a Twitter employee. Yo, you can, like, you go to the office now, you can go hang out in the meditation rooms, like, you know. And also, don't spread the FUD. Twitter is actually, the office is still, it's nice, there's still food, it's a nice place to work. The 80% make the 20% feel good. I'd rather work in a place without them. You know, I just... some of the people who will, like, interview at Comma and the things that, like, might work in other companies, I'm like, bro, like, or they try to play like there's some organizational structure. You know, they try to, like, play it like there's, like, multiple different groups of people when it's actually just, like, the four of us all chilling in a room being like, this is hilarious, you know. Yo, I spend way more time on Twitter too. It really has gotten. Again, we'll see what happens long term. Right? I wouldn't bank on that staying forever. But you know, also when I talk about this stuff, please, I have no authority, right? Like, I'm not speaking with any voice of authority. I'm speaking with a guy eating the popcorn just like the rest of y'all. But, you know, and that also said, I'm like, I want to see this experiment succeed for a whole lot of different reasons. I learned about this thing, effective accelerationism. It's like effective altruism, but cool. All right, so we have to do request. I mean, this just goes like a little deeper, it seems. No, you can't just fire all the people. No. Okay, now we have a request and we have to return a response type. So this just looks like it strips out like one level of abstraction if I do this. Oh, Twitter Scrooge. I wonder, is that actually going to be imported? Or is that going to be like, you don't have a Scrooge? Solo or troll? Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Welcome, new people. Okay. So what we are trying to do is we're trying to use Twitter's Scala services. They have one called Finatra, one called Finagle, and one called Twitter Server. And we're trying to build a great microservice, right? We're going to use the word. We're going to use the word microservice. So now when you know, you hear Elon talk about microservices, this is what a microservice is. Microservices, this is a great microservice, and we're working hard on it. And what it's going to do is it's going to multiply two numbers together. You're going to pass in two numbers, and it's going to multiply them, and then it's going to give you the response, right? This is a really important microservice because we need to abstract multiplication out because, you know, I don't know why. Microservice POG, yes. Okay, but I'm trying to call this microservice from Python. Oh crap, already in use. Kill all Java? Is all the Java dying, or is there still Java? There's still Java. Die, Java. Die harder. The Java's gone, okay. Let's try spt.run. So we could multiply no, this is just a Scala service that's going to multiply numbers. I'll open source it. You guys can use it. Also, none of this stuff is, I'm on my personal laptop. None of this stuff is Twitter's. I don't want to see some like misinterpretation somewhere. George is doing internal Twitter. None of this is Twitter. This is literally all public open source stuff on my laptop. But it's code written by Twitter, but okay. Okay, we have a few things we can do now. My Python doesn't work, and I don't really know why my Python doesn't work. Is it possible it's not T-binary protocol? Are there other protocols? We can try writing a client in Scala. Maybe we should do that. Guys, if I wasn't a Twitter intern, how would I have sweaters that say season tweetings? And how would I have this hat with a Twitter on it, right? So, yeah, right? Sony hacker leaks Twitter. Guys, he leaked Finatra, guys. All right, so when this service runs, it brings up this cool little admin interface. We need to figure out how to get more debug information. Let's start there. Okay, an HTTP server, a thrift controller and server with function. Okay, configure thrift. We have a configure thrift, right? Override def, configure thrift, router add. Okay, that's good. I'll say this too. I've gotten a few emails from people asking about internal Twitter stuff. And I have I'm not even lying. I just don't have insight into that stuff. Like who was fired? I don't know. I didn't fire anybody. I didn't say anybody should be fired. I didn't do any of that shit, man. Right? So, I didn't do any of that shit, man. As our boy Shaggy once said, it wasn't me. So that's if any media wants to quote me, y'all can say it wasn't me, right? Fire the interns. I mean, there's a chance I'll get fired. Maybe I don't do enough code. Maybe I'm not hardcore enough for Twitter. Maybe they look at my terrible Scala and they're like, George, get the fuck out of here. You're not Twitter material. We only want hardcore engineers. I'm like, okay. Do I have an opinion on it? Oh, man, you know what opinions are like? Assholes. Everyone's got one. You know that? Ever hear that before? No, I don't have any insider knowledge. I swear, I don't have any insider knowledge. That's like the joke in this too. Okay, wait. We gotta focus. My opinion was the reason I ended up at Twitter. No, it's not why. Come on, how funny is this shit, man? I'm not the only one who was hired at Twitter too. Twitter's got a bunch of new people. I'm not gonna say who anyone is. But yeah, people at Twitter are cool. It's fun. The media presented you. Yes, dude, fuck the media. the media, like you could like hand the media a pizza and they'd like report about a school shooting, right? Like that's like, no, I gave you a pizza. Like that's the level, man. No, I can't name anybody, man. I don't know anything, man. I don't know nothing, man. It wasn't me, man. Okay. Hang on. I'm going off topic because I don't know how to make this work. Okay. We gotta just do it. Let's just communicate with a thrift service. Okay. Finatra provides support for integrating with Scrooge generated Finagle clients. This is HTTP service. Thrift mux. Okay. Method builder, what? Thrift client module. Method per endpoint. Does this look way too complicated to be a client? All right. Should we look more into the debugging? See if we can find more about debugging. It's clearly like, for example, making a connection, right? It's opening the connection. So there's got to be something else. Log level info. Is there a bigger log level than info? Where is this log level? I don't even know like which service this is in. Finatra log level. Log level and log are here. I've tried setting it to logging or warning or error. Thanks for the bug report. There might have been a regression. Log level error. LT. I think, can we say that now on Twitter? When a journalist gets fired, we can tell them to learn to code. By the way, I really hope the media knows that they did this to themselves. Like, there's a reason that like the New York Times is a total laughingstock, right? Like, you know, when you stop reporting the truth, and when you start like, you can fudge the truth a little, but when you start just blatantly like not even caring if you're telling the truth, you deserve everything you get. Okay, invalid log level info. That's literally copied from there. Oh, maybe? Okay, wait, maybe it's that. Does anyone still trust the media? No. And like the media's mad about this too, but like bros, like you want people to trust you, trust is earned. I trust Twitter. Okay, why didn't log level debug work? Did something. Log asynchronously. The output file is standard error. That should be right. Is there anything called like debug? GC drainer debug log. Okay. Should we just make another quick one called RPC client? No, I don't want it in a totally different directory. Thrift client module. Do I need this do everything module? Is that the problem? microservice.scala. Oh, with logging? Should we do with logging? Think that'll improve things? Not sure it will. Method per endpoint. Extends controller. Is this even right? Okay, let's try this. Wait, this is a service. What is this used for? Okay, let's try this other way to... We need debugging. Add example thrift controller. Okay, now we have example thrift controller. Could this error stuff matter? I don't think so. Header data is available. Can I guess it's not even getting there. It's just in case like it's the args that are broken. We'll just have it like print the word called. Tsocket read 0 bytes, so it's probably sending the stuff. By the way, can we note how readable the Python traceback is? And this is the Java traceback. Just noting, putting that out there. Thrift web forms. Finatra. No. Should we enable this? Do we need this logging? We just not like, is there logging and we're just not seeing it for some reason? Let's add that to the build. can do log. That might work. Can I have some logging, please? It's clearly connecting, right? We can see if configure thrift is being called. Value not found. Versions log back. Okay. Try curl. Well, you can't curl. I can try netcat. We can see what happens. Right now I can't open it. Oh. Okay, configure thrift was called. Netcat connects, it just doesn't do anything. Tsocket end of file. Okay, we got to enable debugging. There's got to be lots of debugging here. Oh, defaulting. Ah, here we go. Failed to load class. Defaulting to no op logger implementation. Okay, I should have just read that. All right, we just got to find a version for this thing. That one looks good. I don't know, 144. Let's make sure we're not getting that SLF4J complaining again. All right, we're downloading some stuff. That's good. Oh, look at that. Serving adminhttp. That's nice. Oh, look at all this quality logging. Yes. Okay, oh, sweet. Unknown exception, closed channel. Adjusted frame length exceeds bajillions. Discarded. Aha, look at that. All right. I love when we make progress, guys. It's just, it feels so good, you know? Of course it's a lot of logging. Okay, so there's a chance we're using the wrong, maybe someone's done this before. Python talk to Finagle. Oh, your client won't be able to make use of Twitter's upgraded thrift protocol. We had to extend the thrift protocol. We introduced the notion of Twitter upgraded thrift, or T-Twitter, which augments the protocol with support for our internal infrastructure. Specifically, we tack on a request header containing tracing info, Finagle ID strings, and Wiley declarations. T-Twitter clients perform protocol negotiation upon connection will download. Oh, okay. But I'm not sure the server. Do you see what I mean? The server might only support. Great. So this just might not work. You see the problem? Okay. Between Golang and Python server, okay. Finagle thrift. Source main. All right, it supports Java, Scala, and thrift. We did Ruby support for this, but no one has done JavaScript yet. Oh. Oh, common source. Oh, this looks nice. deprecated, but it might still work. Okay. All right, we need Twitter. We need special protocol. Finagle protocol. Okay, from protocol report Finagle protocol. Okay, let's try this. Protocol equals Finagle protocol transport. It's going to complain because those generated files aren't there. Okay, that's fine. From gen Twitter Finagle. Where's Jen? Is Jen in here? Well, let's just see. Maybe there's an updated version of this somewhere. Man, if I could pip install this, I'll be so happy. Oh, I have to upgrade protocol to Finagle. Fitbit uses it. From Twitter Common RPC Finagle protocol. I see. Fitbit, thrift Cly. What? Let's look at the requirements of this. Twitter Common RPC, sick. Oh, you just got to know where it is. Why do I want the old version? Let's do the latest. Okay, Twitter Common RPC. All right. This looked useful. All right. Oh man, love when people do my work for me. Guys, you know, programming is just about getting other people to do your work for you. Whenever you can do that, you're winning. And whenever you're doing work yourself, you're losing. It's one of my Eric Raymond hacker culture. Here, I love this. The hacker attitude. The world is full of fascinating problems waiting to be solved. No problem should ever have to be solved twice. Boredom and drudgery are evil. Freedom is good. Attitude is no substitute for competence. Shit, man. Like, I love that. I love that so much. Why did that work? Why can't I Twitter Common RPC Finagle? 9-year-old commit? No! No 9-year-old commit, no! Okay, I understand. I installed this. Alright, so is it just not in there anymore? Twitter.common RPC? Finagle? Oh, okay, wait, maybe we do need 9. Alex is calling. Give me a sec. We stream. We're on stream.
We are.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna go back to streaming. But you're live right now, and we're getting the Finagles and the Finatras. We're looking at Twitter's open source code.
Oh, sick.
And I'm wearing my Seasons tweeting shirt.
I was just gonna compliment you.
Thank you. I call you when I'm done.
Have fun.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Okay. Maybe this version? Transport not open. Okay, that's exciting. We just need to, yeah, okay, we have to open the transport. Okay, so I think we do this. Oh, transport framed transport. I don't know what that means. Oh, we have to open the transport. Okay. No, same bug. Oh, shit. But Twitter wouldn't lie to me like this. This has to work, right? How is there no other search result for that? Didn't I have it in another window? Yes. Here, upgrade protocol to Finagle. That's just called there. Okay, never mind. T Finagle protocol, T binary protocol upgraded. I get it. This should work. Adjusted frame length exceeds. Why did they remove it? That's the worst part of this. They removed it. All right, we'll let the non-subscribers talk for a bit. So okay, so let's talk about what we're doing. I'll tell you what we're doing for a minute. The normal Apache thrift isn't compatible with Twitter's Finagle. So we need our own. Okay, I mean, maybe we need a T-framed transport and not a buffer transport. Let's try that. Already open. Okay. What do you mean not open? You can't tell me it's both. Oh. I have another open there. Oh, long is not defined. Oh, that's exciting. This is because we're in Python new, which doesn't have longs anymore. So we'll just make that little change. Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! I didn't even got the answer right. Oh, boys! Yo, let's go! Let's go! What other number should we multiply? Oh, yo, how great is this? Oh man! Oh, that was very pleasant. All right, let's try something really hard, like 7 times 8. I don't even know. I think the answer is 56, but yo, 56, and we even get it to print called. Man, oh, yo. By the way, to all the haters, I would love to see you do that as fast as I did. I would love to see you not know this stuff and come in and do this as fast as I did. So what we did was we wrote a microservice using Finatra. We generated the protocol definitions using Scrooge. Oh, and let's see, maybe we even get some metrics. Let's see if we get metrics. Metrics. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see if we get some metrics about like how many multiplies we did. Oh man. No, metrics are broken. We don't need metrics. Adminhttp, thrift, downstream clients. Will it give me a client if I like do lots of multiplies? Because we can like put this multiply in a loop, guys. Oh, we can make it multiply lots of numbers, but actually just 56 over and over again. Nope. Heapster not loaded. Let's look. Profile? Process info? Threads? Oh, guys. Our multiplier microservice has only 67 threads. Yo, incoming connections. No, it's not. Utilities logging. Please add a dependency. Ping. Oh, yo. All right, well, we don't get any metrics. Oh. All right. Any questions? All right, so yeah, we wrote a service using Twitter's framework, using Twitter's microservice framework called Finagle. It's a thrift service. Thrift is a serialization format. Was it created by Facebook? Apache thrift. Okay, it was initially released by Facebook. Facebook was using this when I worked there back in like the early 2010s. So then we made a Python thrift client to talk to the Apache, to talk to the Finatra service. But Finatra is built on top of Finagle, and Finagle modified thrift to add in a bunch of metadata, so it can't speak normal thrift anymore. But if you import Twitter Common RPC Finagle protocol, the T-Finagle protocol, and you use that as a protocol, then you create a multiplication service client. It's pretty fast. You want to see how fast it is? Guys, it only takes 2 milliseconds to multiply a number using our microservice. Right? So this is a microservice, and like it can even multiply large numbers, like 7 times 80. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Oh, no. This only supports integers. I'm sorry. If you want a service to multiply floating point numbers, that's going to take us 2 weeks, and I'm going to need at least 6 engineers, okay? 2 weeks, 6 engineers, we can have you a microservice that multiplies floating point numbers. Yeah, 2ms is absurdly slow, yes. 69 times 1 may very well be possible. We could probably even multiply 69 and 420. No, these services are kind of nice. And actually, this framework is pretty nice. I don't mean to hate on this framework. When you're working with a lot of people at scale, you need stuff like this. You need like strongly typed definitions between things. Look, my guess is when Elon talks about all the microservices is like this stuff got out of hand, almost because the framework made it too easy to write microservices, right? Things that probably should have been included in the program themselves ended up becoming a microservice because it's easier to develop and ship your own microservice than it is to add it to someone else's code. When will TinyGrad support the microservices backend? That's an excellent question. Now that we have multiply, if we could just get like add and like a few other things, TinyGrad could totally support it. When you're dealing with lots of people touching your code, you need to have types and linting rules. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like types, you see, like microservices is a way of enforcing types so strongly you put them in different processes, and you don't really need to do this, but you see how it happens. Divide would be sick. Well, you know, I'll leave that as an exercise to the reader. Well, no, it's not just not wanting to understand the code base. I don't think it's an understanding problem. I think that when you end up getting a huge explosion in number of microservices, it's because procedurally, it's easier to launch your own microservice than to add it to somebody else's. Because if you add it to somebody else's, you might break it, you know, like you need permission, whereas to launch it, it's a lot easier. Maybe the problem is having so many people touch the code. I mean, yeah, right. Like, I think this is the problem with a lot of code bases. Programmers are going to produce lines of code, but lines of code do not always translate to functionality, right? It's not like having more lines of code always gets you more functionality. A lot of times you end up with just like layers of indirection and abstraction and boilerplate that you don't really need if one individual could come in and just slice through it all. How does Twitter's microservice framework deal with transactional semantics over several calls? I didn't see much about that. It didn't seem opinionated on that. Although, to be fair, I don't fully understand what Finagle is and how it's different from Finatra. So this here is called Twitter server. This is different. Finatra is the thing that's actually like implementing. Sorry. Finagle is the thing that's actually implementing the RPC interface. So I'm not that sure what Finatra is adding on top. There probably is some like stateful stuff, maybe. I don't really fully understand. It doesn't. By allowing you to easily define, oh, no. Okay, no, never mind. This is okay. No, this is no problem at all. So what Finatra gets you is this, and you can see it more in my HTTP example. In my HTTP example here, you see how you can like break it out into like ping, name, and foo. That is Finatra, whereas Finagle is just handling the low level like mechanics of HTTP. I have no idea who's fired at Twitter. Why not use nodejs? For a server? I mean, you can. Look, Node's not going to scale to like really huge things. Finatra's like the Node.js syntax of creating routes and controllers. Yeah, it's like the same as like Flask has this. Like Flask. If you look, you can set like routes in Flask. And Flask is probably what I'm most familiar with. Right? Like this kind of syntax. Similar to this kind of syntax. Why don't I write it in Rust? Dude, look, man. Look, we could write it in Go. Or we could take 5 times longer and write it in Rust. What do you think? Whenever I would recommend Go for like a microservices architecture. Yeah, I think that's more modern choice. Elixir is pretty good too, based on Erlang. Some guy on Twitter was like, Twitter needs to stop using hipster languages. Elixir, Erlang. Who uses Erlang? Who uses this? Which like big companies on this? You know what? And I'll say this too. Like Facebook's PHP was very pleasant actually. WhatsApp uses Erlang. Oh, okay. If you want to feel based, you compile Rust code. You know, a feeling is just a feeling. Twitter should switch to C++. I don't think that's a good choice. C++, there's so many ways to shoot yourself in the foot. Like this, you know, there's so much. C++ has so much syntax. Go was wait. Oh man, I gotta find like Golang. Go is for people too stupid to code in C++. Oh yeah. Oh, they're even more brutal. The key point here is our programmers are Googlers. They're not researchers. They're typically young, fresh out of school, probably learn Java, maybe C or C++, maybe Python. They're not capable of understanding a brilliant language, but we want them to build good software. Rob Pike on Go. I mean, he's right? And like, you know, what a remarkably condescending philosophy. Great Hacker News. You added a lot to this, right? You know, it doesn't matter how smart you are, right? It's always easier to use tools that are like, it's always easier to like use languages that are simpler. No matter how smart you are, you can just keep more in your head. What's the chance of Haskell getting good? Yeah. Look, I wrote a compiler in Haskell once. Like, I like the language. There's a lot to be said for it. But until they like stop catering, until they stop calling it a monad, right? If instead of monad they called it something like state container, right? Like now we're on the path to like, oh, okay, let's call these things like normal, right? Like there's multiple uses for a monad, but these things should be like called normal programming terms, not, well, if you embed it in the third order type theory using homeomorphic encryption types in a Gödel vector space, right? Like, okay, great. No, I don't have an ultra wide monitor. This is just the monitor on my 17-inch MacBook. Yeah, a monad is a monoid in the category of endofunctors. Exactly. Yeah. That's the quote I was going for. I hope it can make me big. All right, fam. That's today's stream. That was fun. Twitter's what I'll say. I mean, this is not a secret, but that stuff that I just went through is a lot nicer than Twitter's internal stuff. I mean, and this is always true. If you want to understand how a company's stack works, you should always look at the open source stuff. I should have done this. I should have done this before I came here. I should have. Like when I was like reading the engineering blog, I should have actually just said, okay, what are they? I guess you don't really know what's important. And I will say that Finagle, Finatra, and Twitter server are very important. I would use Go. I don't like Java. I think Java is incredibly verbose, and I think Java kind of exists to keep people employed. I'm not going to go into specific critiques of the Twitter code base. Though there I do actually have specific critiques. I have no insight into any of the other stuff. Like you know, this is like pre-Twitter. I heard a rumor that like Elon manages people through Twitter, right? And you just kind of like, oh, well, that's what Elon posted on Twitter, so that's what we got to do. You know, I tried that at Comma when I told them all like, you see the top tweet on that's the wrong box. Sorry. That must be very jarring for all of you. Yeah. I could go to twitter.com/comai. That's not comai. See? I didn't tell, no one had a conversation about this. You just posted it on Twitter. It's management through Twitter, man. Can I post the code somewhere? Yeah, I'll push this to GitHub. You don't want this shit. Write it yourself. I gotta like figure out how to git ignore and stuff. This is junk. Kubernetes is lame. Yeah, but it's the least lame of the other ones. What, you want to use Mesos and Aurora? Yeah, what else was I going to say about management through Twitter? Oh, yeah, commented. Oh, yes. By the way, if you want to buy a comma 3 until Monday, this is the best price it's going to be all year. Our new website's really beautiful. This is the moment of the stream where we shell for comma. Let me make this a little smaller. Yeah, a whole bunch of people worked really hard on making the new website. I think it's beautiful. It uses Webflow. It's very responsive, and we're doing Black Friday sale. So if you're gonna buy a comma 3, now's your time to buy it. Where's the vape? Oh, yo, my new hobby, man. Let me get my vape. All right, thank you all for watching my stream. I appreciate you all. Let's spread love. Let's look, guys. Like, I don't mean to be a terrible person. I don't mean to be like, oh, these are real people. They lost their job. Guys, it's business, okay? Like, and that's one of my favorite things about, like, America, right? Like, America, it's not Europe. We have this attitude. I don't know. Like, look, I've never gotten fired, but I've gotten rejected from job interviews, and, like, I usually quit before I get fired. I mean, that's one way to preempt getting fired. You're like, you're fired. I'd quit. All right, and but come on, you can't take this stuff. You can't take this stuff too like seriously, like And what I will say this in defense of Elon, his heart really is in the right place. I would much rather have someone like that than a faceless bureaucracy that nobody can interact with, right? And I'll say the exact same thing in defense of Mark Zuckerberg, right? You know who Mark Zuckerberg is. You might disagree with him, but at least there's a Mark Zuckerberg there. Who runs TikTok, right? We don't know, right? Like, who really ran Twitter before? Like, no one knew, right? And that's terrible. That's terrible. There's zero. Another interesting thing I saw on Twitter, maybe you guys saw my tweet where I was going after, like, the problems in the culture. And I don't like MBAs. I really don't like MBAs. I think they're the very toxic way of thinking. I think project managers have largely exceeded the scope of their role. It's because the term managers is in there, and they should probably be called like project coordinators or something. The SJWs, man. Come on, you throw that out for Twitter bait, man. But no, it really is. It really is the founders. It really is. It's the founders and the investors who created this shitty culture for the last 10 years. If you found a company and your culture's shitty, you are the only person to blame for it, unless you are controlled by your investors. And if you are controlled by your investors, you're still to blame because you got yourself in a bad position. You just can't fix it now. So keep control of your companies, build good culture, build awesome things. The next decade, I think, is going to be amazing.